Hello and welcome to an introductory video on CA Privileged Access Manager. Whether obtained maliciously or leveraged inappropriately by a valid user, exploited privileged user accounts are the most common threat of most data breaches. And as your environment grows increasingly complex, so does the challenge of defending against ever more sophisticated and damaging attacks. Prior to the CA Privileged Access Manager implementation, sysadmin administrators had to manage hundreds of credentials, creating a huge workload for the IT teams. It also created risk by sharing passwords and enabling unrestricted root or admin access and not enforcing segregation of duties. Given changing compliance requirements and regulatory needs, a more effective solution was necessary to protect your enterprise with a unified solution. With the implementation of CA PAM, you can now control, monitor, and audit everything your users do with a solution that can scale to protect thousands of resources in an appliance-based platform that's easy to deploy. CA PAM delivers access control and shared credential management, so fewer active credentials are needed. Since threats are ever expanding and gaining in sophistication, you need to be aware of some of the following issues. Privileged users almost always have more access than needed. They tend to accumulate access rights over time. Privileged users can have unrestricted root or admin access, and segregation of duties can be ignored, and privileged users can have limited accountability. CA PAM is important to your line of business or department and can help because security is improved since privileged account access with CA PAM is tightly controlled, eliminating elevated privileges that aren't needed. Segregation of duties violations are more easily identified and remediated. Compliance audits become much simpler because it's easy to show who has access to what. And CA PAM delivers a single control point for provisioning all identity access within the enterprise and helps eliminate identity silos and simplifies management because separate governance solutions for privileged and non-privileged access often creates unintended security weaknesses. The new CA PAM tool delivers the following business outcomes for your enterprise. Enhanced security governance and compliance with password vaulting, encryption, and managed rotation of passwords. Streamlined privileged account management through defining and authorizing what groups and users have access to the password vault and authentication. Centralized management through a portal to configure endpoints, privileged accounts, and access policies. And accountability and reporting with exceptional audit capability, centralized logs, users' access reports, and session recording. Trust CA PAM to minimize risk exposure to breaches and attacks while meeting compliance and regulatory requirements. To learn more, visit ca.com or contact your CA account director.